Hello everybody, it's your boy N here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So in today's video, it is going to be the weekly loot cave farm. It's going to be the weekly reactors. So without further ado guys, let's get right on into today's video. Before we get on into it though, my creator code is going to be on screen right now. So make sure to rock that creator code. And I'm also going to be doing a giveaway of 2,750 caliber in my Discord server at the end of this month. So at the end of September for that. So make sure to join the Discord server to jump into a giveaway. You could win some caliber. So on that note, let's actually get on into today's video. Reactor number 1 is going to be the bunny reactor. So for this, you are going to want to come over to the echo swamp and come down to the misty woods. The mission we are going to run is this extermination mission called the hazy swamp. Now like I say, it's an extermination mission. It's fast. You can get it done in literally under a minute if you just run around with bunny. You can use any other descendant, but I do recommend bunny for this. Now let's go on over the reactor stats. So for the top bit, for the weapon mounting, you are going to choose any weapon, it's completely up to you. It's whichever ones you prefer. Now for the middle stats, you're going to want singular and electricity. This is obviously because majority of bunny's abilities are singular, and bunny is of course an electric type descendant, so that makes sense. Now for the two stats at the bottom, you can run with whatever you want. For me personally, I would prefer to go for the crits, so I go for skill critical hit rate, skill critical hit damage. However, if you want specific roles, please go for them. I do recommend getting an individual one for each faction along with skill damage. So damage to the Legion of Darkness, Order of Truth, etc. So that is one of the things I also recommend. Now you can see this mission took me a total of 46 seconds, meaning it's fast, it's simple, it's repeatable, and it really does not take that long. So that is what I have going for the bunny reactor. But like I say, it is completely up to you which stats you want at the bottom. It's just about where you farm it. So this is the best spot for the bunny reactor. So next up, we've got ourselves the Lepic Reactor. Now for the Lepic Reactor, you're going to want to go to Hagios in the Starfall Road. The mission we're going to run is the Ancient Quantum Facility. Now this mission can take a while, so I'm going to show you guys a little trick that works that makes this mission significantly faster. So what we are going to do is, instead of running this whole mission, we're going to run to a specific point and then we're going to abort and reset. Now for this mission, this is going to be where you get yourself the Lepic Reactor. Like I said, it's a fast mission, and I'm only showing you because it's fast and it's the best, a bit of that, I guess. Now let's talk about the stats you are going to want to get yourself for this reactor. The mounting weapon, again, is going to be a weapon of your choice. However, for Lepic, for bossing specifically, I do recommend a pistol, something lightweight. Maybe the Devotion, it's up to you though. Anything works if it's small, lightweight, and you can run kind of fast with it. Now for the two stats in the middle, you're going to want fire, and you are also going to want tech. Then for the two stats at the bottom, there is going to be one stat that you 100% need, that being damage to the Colossus in gold. So as long as you've got that, the other stat you could get is skill critical hit damage, fire or tech. As long as you've got skill critical hit damage, as long as you've got damage to the Colossus, that is going to be a good reactor for running for your Lepic bossing. Now I did say we're not going to run this mission in its entirety, so let me fast forward to the point where you are going to want to go to, quit, and then reset. So once this first bit over here is done, once you've captured A, instead of picking it up and running on with the mission, what you're going to want to do is literally just, escape, abort mission, and then you can run back or teleport back. I teleport because I'm kind of lazy, but that's the mission you're going to want to run again and again for your Lepic Reactor. Next up, we have the Valby, Enzo, or Glare Reactor. So you're going to come to Vespers and you're going to run in the ruins, and you're going to run this mission right over here called the Ruins Courtyard. So this is an exterminate mission, so same story as the bunny reactor. It's going to be fast, it's going to be short. All you got to do is run around, jump around, kill the enemies, and you're done and dusted with this mission. Okay, so now let's talk about the reactor and what stats you're going to want on it. So for the top, the mountain, again, is going to be the weapon of your choice. For the middle, it's going to be non-attribute and dimension. And then for the bottom, this is where it gets, again, completely up to you. So for Valby and Enzo, I would recommend having skill cooldown and having skill duration up for them running with Gluttony. Just that's the best that I can recommend for Valby and Enzo. Now for Glare, you might want skill cooldown and skill duration up as well for a massacre build. But if there's any other stats, you're just gonna have to figure out what you want and what you're gonna want to run, and then you can go ahead and look for that in the farm. And just as a quick finishing note for this mission, once you see I take the final boss out over here, let's have a quick look at the timer and how long it took me to finish this mission. So for this mission, it took me a total of 1 minute and 10 seconds. So again, a very fast mission for an exterminate, and you are just going to want to keep running this over and over until you get what you want. Okay, so next up we've got the VSA Reactor. So for the VSA Reactor, you're going to want to go to the White Knight Gulch, and you're also going to want to come to this Moongrave Basin. The mission we're going to run is this water cooling recording device mission. This mission is got a little bit of a trick to it as well, just like the Lepic one, but this one is going to be a little bit different. So let's start up the mission, and I'm going to show you what you're going to want to do to run this mission optimally. So first up, you are going to want to start the mission, of course. There is just a little spot that you need to go stand in before the mission actually starts. So you're just going to want to go over to this spot. Now, as you can see, there's two spots here being A and B. So with spot A, there is a little bit of a thing that you can do to make this not as painful, but make it better for farming reactors. So you're going to want to start A, and then you're just going to want to move over to this side of the cave here, and you're just going to want to hang out over here. So what will happen is that there will be a spawn inside of this cave, and enemies will come in from that side as well. What you're going to want to do is just let them come towards you, and you're also going to want to let the enemies take over A. Now with this, you will have the whole timer, and that means you've got about 3.5, give or take 3.5 minutes, almost 4 minutes to just basically hang out and just keep killing all these enemies until you get what you want in terms of the drops on the VSA. So with this is going to be what you are going to want to do. Just keep waiting for that timer to run out, and you're just going to want to take care of the enemies. If you use a bunny with high voltage, or without high voltage even for that matter, you can just stand here and you can just shoot and jump, and you will basically get the kills that you need anyways. And that is all that you're going to want to do to run this effectively. So let's talk about the reactor now. Of course, the mounting is going to be the weapon of your choice as usual, and for the two stats in the middle, you are going to want to have chill, and you are also going to want to have tech. Now for the two stats at the bottom, if you're using this for the cold-blooded build, so for example using it for the Vespers XP farm, then I would recommend having a chill on it, and I would also recommend having range. Now again, you can go with faction specific for this, that would also be great, but ultimately I would suggest chill, maybe tech, range, or faction damage for whichever faction it is that you choose. So that is going to be the optimal stats that I'm going to go with for this VSA farm. However, you are able to farm whichever stats you want for your own specific purposes. This is just how to get it. Here's some quick gameplay real quick of once this mission is done. So mission's done, and there's a few reactor drops down over here, and then going up even further there's some more reactor drops over here. So you know, this is a good spot. I wasn't using any consumable drop increase modifiers or anything like that, so this is pure raw gameplay. Anyway guys, that's been this video, and I hope you have enjoyed. I do hope this helps you, and make sure to farm your reactors this week, because we do have some very good spots like the extermination missions, so make sure you don't forget to farm it at some point. But like I said, that's been this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Smash that like button. Also, don't forget to join my Discord server for the giveaway of Caliber. And yeah, that's been this video. Smash that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!